Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hi, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome, 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 welcome. I already did my puzzles, my rated puzzles. We're 23, 27 rating. Not that that means much, but level 6 stone. And new division started for the league. These are all just things to kind of keep you motivated. You know, it's like when you have something to shoot for, you know, when you have something like, I want to get a certain rating, it's a little bit kind of like, it's always fluctuating. But when it's like, I want to get trophies so that I can rise up in my division, like that's something that's like, it repeats every week. So it's like, it's a new, like, kind of like challenge every single week. And so I think like things like that, even though it seems really silly, just those like little teeny tiny things help you improve at chess. This is why I think like going to like over the board tournaments is actually like, besides the fact that playing classical time controls is really good for your chess, but I also think that the psychological aspect of having to take all that effort to pay for entry fee, to travel, to actually physically go to a tournament hall and do, and you know, you have to follow all the rules there. There's like a social conduct and all that kind of stuff. So it's like all that extra stuff you got to do. That is like, it's like, it's a part of the whole process. Plus the also the psychological aspect of that, you're spending money, but there's also the chance of winning money. So it's like when there's a chance of winning money, when money's on the line, that's really when your chess starts to like come through. And I know people don't like to talk about that. They like to say, oh, chess is just, there's some people out there that are like, oh, it should only be about chess. All this extra stuff has nothing to do with chess. It has everything to do with it, because chess is a game between two people, and we have organization like FIDE in order to regulate it as a sport. And as a sport, you know, it's definitely a part of the game, like the psychological aspect of it. It's really hard for some people to understand. Maybe it's because I'm a little too lost in the sauce. Been playing chess for too long. I'm very initiated, so it's like hard for me to separate from that. Let's see, 1500 below arena. What time control? It doesn't say. How come it doesn't say what time control? I wish chess.com would say which time control it is if it doesn't state in the title, because like it says 10-0 rapid arena, but this one just says 1500 below arena. I think this is a club arena, but it doesn't tell you what time control anywhere until you start. I guess, oh, they're 10 minutes. Okay. You just look at the list of games. I mean, there's all these extra steps you got to do. You know, there's little things that I wish chess.com would like kind of fix stuff like that. Like it should say what time control the arena is in. Uh, yeah, these are 10-minute games. Let's just join this one. Play some 10-minute games. Okay, e4, e5. And I'm playing knight f3. And I want to start learning the Scotch. Okay, and specifically I want to learn this gambit, the Goring gambit, after captures. Okay, it's declined. But I'm still trying to remember, like, after captures, don't take with the pawn. But do I just take with the knight, or do it like... I need to look it up after this game. Oh, it'll tell me in the game review, I guess. Let me just get ready to castle and develop. Okay, since she didn't... No, I actually could have just taken that. Well, the thing is... Now I think it might actually be better to like just get central pawn. Oh, what am I thinking? I thought I had a knight developed already. See, this is why I'm so used to playing like other openings. So it's like when I play Scotch, I'm like, oh wait. Okay, well it works out for me because my opponent missed it. Let me just get the queen out. I don't really want to put my bishop there, so I don't want to put my bishop over on g5. Okay, so putting pressure on f7. While attacking the knight, but defending the knight. I think just moving back. And I think just trading, accepting the fact that I didn't play too accurately in the opening, so let me just consolidate everything and just play the middle game. Okay, well, if I take here, it activates the rook. I'm not forced to trade, so I can just castle. This pawn might go bye-bye. But I actually believe, do not want to put my rook on e1 because of the fork, but getting the open files. But I wish this rook could be here instead of the king's rook. What I could do is I could just develop the bishop and then I can put the rook on the open file. I don't know, maybe this rook wants to be here attacking c7, so let's just go here. Okay, whether to go back to h1 or f1. I think f1's better, since the queens are off the board. So just keeping an eye on squares. And I think I can... wish I could play here, but just play safe for now. Let's kind of take off some squares from this file. The rook's eventually going to come over to e8. No, if only I could trade rooks. I mean bishops. But I don't even know if that's good because it's like connecting the rooks. But I gotta get the rooks situated somehow. We could just double up rooks on the open file and then just get... I can pivot between the two center files that are both open. You know, I was watching... we'll talk about after the game about stuff. Sorry, I was like trying not to get distracted. I have a real habit of having conversation while streaming. I guess it's fine, but I also want to improve at chess. So like, let me focus on the game. It's not like it's gonna be forever. It's only a maximum of 20 minutes per game, so we can focus on the game, do the review, and we can chat afterwards. I can try at least. I don't know. Actually, no, it's fine. Okay, these pawns are going to be coming down. So, I don't know. Maybe A4 would have been better, but I think it's fine. Okay, well, if you take here, I think the king should recapture. Yeah, basically, I have more space control with the king. Okay, I can threaten the pawn, and then I can lift my other rook up from the first file. Okay, here we go. I have to trade. And maintain the pin. And this is critical. Because if black blunders this bishop, there's no check. This is on opposite colored squares. If you blunder this bishop away by moving it, I mean, if you blunder by moving the bishop, I checkmate. So this is a dark square. This is a light square bishop. Okay, so now I think moving over here to prepare for an attack. Also, you know, since you're going to deal with that, or maybe not that, actually think this would have been better. Yeah, I think defending the pawn first. I think I have to take here. And then you should have taken with the pawn, because then you'll have a passed pawn. Yeah, if you take, I take the bishop, removing the defender. If you push, I take the bishop. If you move the bishop, I can just take the pawn, and if you push, the rook can capture. Okay, well I can just slide the rook over. If you push here, the bishop takes. Because you weaken the square. Okay. Let me attack the rook. Also preventing pawn pushes. Now if the king was there, this would actually be kind of bad for me. Okay, let's trade. Luckily I'm defending... I can defend the promotion square. But I gotta figure out how to get the bishop on that diagonal. I think it's not too hard. Luckily it's opposite colored bishops. I gotta get the king up here. So first here, the king's gonna come in to try to, okay. Okay, king. And just keep all my pawns on like dark squares. And I could probably pull a draw here. You probably want to push. Okay. Well, now I can pull a draw. I'm pretty damn sure. I think the only thing you could do is that, but then I just move the king over here to defend the bishop. Yeah, it's fine. Or I could be... Okay, I can win a pawn. So now I might win. Bishop's now invincible. Yeah, and now I can just pivot between these two. Bishop can pivot, but it's not going to matter. There's no progress unless black blunders. Yeah, this is the way. Oh. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, there is that. But then I could just pivot the bishop around. Oh. Oh, and then you defend with the bishop. Yeah, this is the way. I guess you're gonna try to get the king all the way over here. So I can just maintain opposition. I gotta be careful with the bishop though. Okay. Go here, I go here. Uh-oh. Let me just step back. Oh, but... Oh, both of us. Yeah, we're gonna have to get each other in Zugzwang. I think opposition here. Oh. Okay, I have to get in opposition. So I have to have black move on this move. So here, 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 here. Oh, you can't move there because the bishop... Nice. Okay, okay. Okay. Yeah, I have the dark squares covered. Okay, so this should be fine. We should have 50 move. Yeah, as long as I defend the light square here. There's no way for black to defend that square. Okay, well now actually I might be able to... I need to actually be careful. You're gonna come after this pawn. I can't let the king come over to the king side either. And now you're gonna try to get the... Oh, no! Oh, okay. Yeah, this is now I'm lost. Okay, it's inevitable now. GG. Okay, let's look at the game. Go to my archive. Okay. Yeah, that was really accurate endgame play from my opponent, so I thought I would be able to manage a draw, but I had to be more accurate. Okay. But like I actually want to look really quick. Okay, and then after that, it's take with the knight. Okay, you take with the knight. There's no like in between move. There's no taking with the pawn. Definitely. Okay. Okay, yeah. I think what I needed to do here was just... I could have just taken the pawn? No, because then you just take the knight. I mean, take with the knight. I think just moving the... Okay, what's going on here? I think I need to reload the page. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that one's okay, but then you can just go here. Oh. Wait, allows your opponent to kick a knight? Hey, yeah. Hey, what's up, Chess Geek? Oh, my foot fell asleep. Sitting on it, weird. Yeah, let me just go over this game really quick. You can challenge me to a 10-minute game or whatever time control. I usually play 10-minute games, but I can play whatever. You want to play a bullet adoption match? You want to play a... Well, I generally don't play classical against random viewers. You'd have to kind of earn my trust a little bit more with that one. Like, we're not going to play a 2-hour game and then sit here and, like, you're literally AFK the whole time. I'd have to trust the person that they would have, like, you know, some athletic integrity before we did something like that. But you know, like, I think 10-minute games. I think the maximum I would ever play with the viewer is probably like 30-minute games. But even then, that's also the same idea. The longer the time control, the more I'd have to trust you. You know, so if you want to play the long con, play me a whole bunch of games and show up to my stream, every single stream, every Sunday and Monday at 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock Pacific time. That's 10 a.m. If you show up to every single stream and you follow through every single time, and then after enough time you gain my trust, then you control me by playing me a 2-hour game and AFKing after move 10. Yeah, knight takes d4 was a mistake. No, I don't want to take. I think just defending the pawn. Or kick a knight. I can kick a knight. Oh, just push because it's defended by the pawn. Okay, knight has to move. I can even just kick it around again. Okay, that's a lot better. It does expose the king though, but it's pretty even. Doubling up black's pawns, having a nice outpost. I think white's better here because of the exposed king and the doubled up pawns. There's some imbalances. And there's an open file. I can bring a rook over right away. Yeah, you could have captured the pawn instead. Long con to then sit out a 120-minute game, unhinged but not unheard of. Exactly, Antanisators. Yeah. I mean, the thing is if you could pull off a long con and then troll by waiting out a 2-hour game, I would say you'd go into troll history at that point. I would actually give you VIP. If I wouldn't ban you. I would give you VIP. Oh wait, you're on YouTube, so you don't even know what I'm talking about. That's a Twitch thing. Yeah. 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 So you're not a degenerate like me. One of us. Come on, join us. Make a free account at twitch.tv and connect your Amazon account so that you can give me 1 free sub a month with your Amazon Prime. Okay, okay, enough witchery. Let's see. I actually had like good opportunities from here I missed out on. So I moved the king here. I think just moving the rook probably the best. Huh? Press opponent to eventually win material? Wait, how? I guess I can just... Oh, because I can pin the knight. Yeah, because I can pin the knight. Or I guess whatever the computer thinks. You have a YouTube channel? Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice. Nice. I have to wash my hands. I have to wash my hands. I have to wash my hands. Yeah, anyway, welcome to the channel. I don't know if you've been here before. I'm kind of just getting back into streaming schedule again. Not really because, like, I'm not really trying to grow my stream or my YouTube. This is kind of just a bonus, like, kind of thing for me. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy chess, and I'm trying to improve at chess again. I'm doing a lot more playing off stream. Oh, obviously, I think just the bishop. Yeah, defending. You're gonna win a knight. This was the mistake. Oh yeah, obviously, because I just win a knight. And how come I didn't take the knight in the game? Or did I? Okay, let's just... It's a knight move, but... Where? Oh, just take the bishop, yeah. And then the rook captures. Nah. Oh, hell nah. Yeah, what was I talking about? I don't remember. I think I was talking about chess. Yeah, you could challenge me to a chess game. rebeccaloran on chess.com. Unrated. Yeah, I could have captured a free knight. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. I don't know why I didn't do that. For some reason, I assumed... See, I think too much of my opponents sometimes. I, like, assumed that my opponent wouldn't make a blunder, and that's a blunder on my part. This is something I need to fix, because I play too much as if my opponent is like a computer. or as if my opponent is like a strong like a strong player. I mean, I'm a strong player, but relatively, I guess. I guess everybody's strong relative to someone else, right? So need water. Plants need water, man. Okay. Overlooked the opportunity to win a pawn. I guess just putting here. Oh no. Where I played. There's some, oh, yeah, there's something I could do. I guess I can keep the pin. Yeah. And then I'm threatening to win a pawn if you push, push, push. Wait. Why wouldn't you just... Why wouldn't you move the pawn? After takes. Takes. I guess it's just, it's making the game too even. And there's no reason to. And black has an advantage because of the connected pawns. So you don't want to get rid of those pawns. And then now... Oh, wait, no. And I guess just allowing that to happen. Yeah, and then probably preparing the king. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty even. Let's get back to the review. To move a piece to safety? Oh, I could have also attacked the pawn. Bishop h6, a mistake. You overlooked an opportunity to move a piece to safety. None of my pieces are... Oh, the pawn. Yeah, obviously. It said pieces, and I was thinking bishop. Or rook. I mean, if I countered here... I don't think I... See, the thing is, if you... Why not just play here, though? Oh, because then you can check. Yeah, obviously. Increase the bishop scope by moving it to a better square. Also with tempo attacking the rook. Okay. You should have spent more time in that position. Wow, she's being rude. Usually she gives me constructive criticism. You should have spent more time in that position. Like, why though? Like, you didn't explain to me why. Like, what's wrong with the trade? Like, I don't know what else to do here. I mean, I guess pushing the pawn blocks a check, but why is trading the rook? I guess trading the rooks is bad because there's pieces on the other side of the board. There's like pawns on the other side of the board and stuff, so I need to keep my rook to have active play here, I'm pretty sure. Also gives my king pivot squares. Yeah. I thought I would be able to pull off a draw after it was just opposite colored bishops. Only one move works here. Huh. Yeah, I only had like 1 minute left on the clock. I think this is way too accurate of an end game to get in 1 minute. All these like really crazy pawn structure like calculations. Yeah, I don't blame myself for not being able to pull off a draw here. With like 2 minutes left, I think at this point. You could have won a pawn? Oh, check. But then, can I just... Why would I move that way? Oh, because then you can... But then I can just... Oh. Yeah, because after here, you push the pawn, push the pawn. Or even just move the king here. No, I can't move the king there. Yeah, push the pawn, push the pawn. Yes, check, and you win the bishop. So it's like I would have to move the bishop out of the way. Then I'm eventually going to get checked. And I can't go back there, so I'd have to go over here, push again, check, and I go over here, and then you win the pawn. Now I'm in a worse position. Yeah, I thought I could draw it. Maybe if I just play some waiting moves? No, I think it was that structure it showed me earlier. I need that structure, and I need, like... whose move it is determines like the strength of it. Every now and then it does this. Like it just doesn't stop working. Hanoi man wants to be friends. Well, is that you? Is that you, chess geek? Are you a geek? I like geeks. I'm a geek. It's not the best move. Okay. A4. Wait, what? Yeah, this was not. I think. Move here. Yeah, I mean, this is like, this is some stuff that would have been, I don't blame myself too much for not being so accurate in this end game. Because it's just, I mean, I was pulling off a draw. I mean, it relied on my opponent not capitalizing on mistakes. Yeah, getting opposition is important because I can't let the king come over here. But then I eventually did. So it's like, I thought I could have pulled this off. Placed a better way to evade the check. Yeah, I think just go back? No. No, I can't allow the king to come over here. I guess this was fine. For some reason I thought that something was gonna happen with this. Yeah, this is like a dead draw. But I screwed up. It requires accurate play. Yeah, and yeah, this was definitely a blunder. But my opponent didn't play correctly. I moved I had like 30 seconds left. Yeah, GG. Overall. Anyway, you want to play? Here, let's play an adoption match. How about 1-1? Let me play some random games just to warm up, I guess, until you get back, or maybe you left. I don't really know. Let's. Okay, let's go. Oh, no, it's... Uh-oh. Yeah, it's unfortunately. Nor an opportunity to prepare a retreat square for the king. Okay, yeah, I could have kicked the knight. I kicked the bishop as well. Okay, I'm losing a knight. It's also important I do something about this. Attack a pawn chain? Oh, okay, I guess. That wins a knight. Yeah, now it's just forced checkmate because the queen can just come over. And I can't. That's why it's a free knight. But what can I even do? It's mate in 2 forced. Yeah, just moving the king, but even then it's gonna be over pretty soon. Okay. Yeah, and checkmate. Okay. Okay, let's just continue. Oh. Continue with the Scotch. Goran Gambit. And let me just play save. I lose a pawn. Not really much to do about it. I'm just trying to get my king to safety at this point. Oh, it's my turn? Oh! Never mind. I thought it was... Oh, yeah. No, this is even worse. Yeah. For some reason, I thought it was black's turn. Yeah, I still lose the pawn. Oh. Nice. Pulled off a draw. Let's go. Oh damn, we're getting some good music playing. Love it. Let's go. Oh, hey, what's up, Geezer? Sorry, I was jamming out to the music for a second. It was really kicking ass. And welcome. You want to play some chess? Right now, I'm just kind of randomly playing, like, I was playing, like, some 10-minute games, but now we're randomly playing, like, 1-1 games. So if you want to play me, challenge me to a game. You don't have to play 10-minute. You don't have to play any time control. We can play, like, I like 1-1. I think, like, 1 minute is okay, but, like, 1-1 is a little bit better because it gives you the increment. So it's a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, I'm just playing some 1-1s and doing game reviews right now. I was playing 10-minute game earlier. Oops. Oh no! Oh. Nice. Nice. GG. Okay. Yeah, there is an opportunity to offer equal trade here. You can take here, or... Equal trade? Offer an equal trade. Okay, so... Equal trade? But why not just... Why not double up pawns? Oh. Like... Yeah, I don't know. I guess just white's winning here. Yeah, so wait, I had a miss here? Tactically win a pawn? Yeah, my queen's under attack. Pretty sure the queen has to move with bishop? Oh, I can check first. But then, wait a minute. Like, why do you sacrifice? Oh, because then I get the knight back. Okay. Then what about my knight here? Oh, never mind. I'm defending the queen. But then I'm pinned. Wait. So wait, why not capture? Like, why not just capture? Like, that's... What can I really do? I mean, oh yeah, the queen. What? Something fell on the floor. I don't know what it was. I got a queen in my room. Yeah, we can play a match. What's up, Harl? Oh, Hari, like Hari Krishna. Hari Kishan. Oh, he's an Indian revolutionary. He was hanged on June 1931 in Mianwali jail. Okay, oh, you challenged me. Okay. Where's your challenge? How come it disappears? Can you re-challenge me? It disappears after a few seconds. You don't know? I mean, I googled your name. Hari Kishan was an Indian revolutionary. I'm pretty sure it's probably not a unique name. But there was somebody named Hari Kishan who was a revolutionary. Okay, yeah, 10-minute game. It is Kishan. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, just chilling, playing some chess. Generally when I stream, I'm not really focused too much on... Like, obviously I'm trying to get better at chess always, but, my stream, I usually try to focus my attention off stream for that. And then on stream, pretty much just a place to chill. I'm pretty much just... I'm trying to develop a really strong work habit right now of committing to a stream schedule, and it's not even necessarily about my stream. It's... Okay, Yeah, no. I think I can just put the bishop here. Not even necessarily like about the stream itself. It's more like I just need to be able to practice to be able to show up to a commitment every single week on a consistent basis, because that's how a job works. While I'm waiting to work with the job coach to help me find more employment and help me build my self-employment as well. Autistic people, generally, we have to like try to find self-employment. It just doesn't really work otherwise. It just doesn't. Pretty sure I could just get my central pawns. Yeah, self-employment is generally like what autistic people have to do. Certain people are able to, I guess, function better. Oh no. I don't know why I gave up a pawn. For some reason, I guess I thought I already had a knight here. That's the thing, is like I keep playing the Goring Gambit now, and I keep forgetting that it leaves my queenside knight undeveloped. I think I need to castle. I need to get to safety. So yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of stuff that I'm working on to build self-employment right now. It's multifaceted. It's not just one thing. Because there's multiple things that I'm talented at. I just don't really know how to make them work. And so the job coach I'm going to be working with, hopefully soon, is my case manager said October. So I just don't know when in October. I needed to take care of that pawn first, and now you're blocking the defender with the bishop, and there's no check with the bishop. Okay. And it's no longer pinned, so... And I get this knight but then knight takes. What am I thinking? I can attack the bishop. I don't like how the rook is on the same file as the queen. This pawn is threatened. You just move the bishop. Now that this pawn is just kind of stuck there now, I don't need to attack it. Oh yeah, what am I talking about? Bishop takes. Then I lose a pawn. But it does semi-open a file towards the king, so then I can... No, I'd rather offer a trade, because then it allows, if you retreat, it allows me to double up and threaten. Also eventually threatening a7. That's a little risky though, I'm already down a pawn. I think getting the rook there, maybe the queen can come in this way. I can kick the queen. Okay, exposing the king more. Let me attack the queen. Okay. I have this, but now I no longer have a pawn. Now I need to move my knight back. There's a really nasty pin. Just take it. Oh. Yeah, really nasty. Sorry. Oh my god. For some reason I thought that was check. I don't know what's wrong with me. See, this is what's happening with me lately. I'm just like hallucinating. Like, I'm just failing to see, like, basic ideas. It's really frustrating me. Okay, if you take this bishop, I take the pawn. It's just really frustrating. Because it's like, I'm like literally looking right at the pieces and right at the board, and I'm just like missing like a very obvious moves. It's been going on for years. It's really frustrating me. And it's like, it doesn't even matter like how much time I have on the clock. I could have like 2 hours on the clock, and for some reason I just literally make a decision based on something that was wrong. And this is the same problem I have with my regular life. This is an autism thing. This is why it's hard for me to figure all this out. This is why I need a case manager. This is why I need a job coach. And so that's why this is all happening. Because it's like no matter how much effort I put into something to actually like learn how to do something, all it takes is one single mistake and everything's over. And it's like, it's just like in chess. And I make the same problems in chess as I do in my real life. I'm getting better at both, obviously, because I'm learning. It's really slow. It's really frustrating. It's just like chess, honestly. It's always really slow progress. But I guess that's, you know, at least with chess it's fun because it's a fun puzzle to figure out. And unfortunately, like real life isn't some fun puzzle to try to figure out. It's like an actual like life and death kind of thing. And I don't know. I'm getting there though. I assembled a team of Avengers. I guess just take the bishop. And what to do with my light squared bishop? It's really misplaced and... Oh, I guess I can... Okay, I'm threatening a pin. Yeah, I don't know. Eventually things will just work out, and maybe when it starts to, it'll be like, why did I ever have doubt? You know, like, why did I ever think it wouldn't work? Like, I'm really good as a person, I'm really strong person, according to other people. It's hard for me to accept it, because I feel like a failure. But, like, every single person I've worked with, who's like, you know, cared about me, has told me that I'm extremely strong. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, like I'm saying, like I'm just hallucinating that there wasn't a bishop there. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's really frustrating. At least with chess, it's not as frustrating. I've learned how to take the emotion out of it because it obviously it does remind me of the kind of problems I have in my personal life. But at the same time, it's just a chess game. So it's like I need to get stronger and learn how to not let myself get tilted, because it's so easy to get tilted and blame yourself for your problems. And it's like, well, chess is a little different. Like in real life, yeah, the same thing too. Like there's some things that are just like, some things are literally out of my control. and getting upset at myself is only going to make it harder for myself to succeed. And so it's like I don't really have a choice but to just keep plodding along, you know? That's all any of us have. And you just keep plodding along until we get our next opportunity. Because right now, this game is over for me. You know, barring a huge major blunder, series of blunders from Black. Which could, of course, always happen. You probably just want to move the queen in and threaten checkmate. Too bad there's not a pawn. Well, there is a pawn covering that square. Yeah, okay, let's go over the game. GG. Yeah, I slipped up for sure. I am still learning this gambit, so that's an unfortunate error. Like, why? I guess because you're putting the queen in front of the king. We'll play in a second. I always review my games afterwards. Otherwise, you don't really learn anything. I think you just have to take. That's literally this is the theory. And then you take with the knight. Oh, oops. Yeah, we're gonna play again. Just I always review my games afterwards, if at all possible. Unless we're playing a ton of quick games in succession, like an adoption match for Bullet or something. But especially if it's a longer game, I'll look after, you know, because we can always play another game later, right? But like, it's important to review the game so you can see what both sides could have done better, and then you kind of like notice patterns. And you know, obviously it would be better if I had a personalized coach, a human coach, because then a human coach can kind of discern like what problem areas and like what concepts I need to know. But like, you know, the game review feature obviously it's available, and it's better than nothing. But it's actually pretty good because it shows you. It does have its flaws because it only shows you engine moves. And it only calculates based on best moves. But the thing is that what I think that it's not really trying to like correct your it would be better to do an analysis with a human coach who knows your weaknesses and stuff like that, obviously. Or even like self-analysis is good, but if you don't have like these patterns recognized in your brain, what I think it does is showing the engine moves shows you what the ideal position is, and it's like, okay, and then over time you kind of see those ideas and patterns, and you can, you know, you might be able to start understanding in various different positions what a best move looks like. And to you know, think a little bit more like the chess engine, because the chess engines are the best players in the universe. Well, on the planet Earth. Well, I mean, in the solar system. Well, in our planetary system. Wait, no. In our Earth orbit. Yeah, in our orbit. Yeah, in our Earth orbit. In our planetary orbit. Yeah. So. Because we don't know if there's other species out there with better chess engines, or a species that is literally more intelligent than our chess engines. Concur. I concur. Okay, I had no opportunity to. I could have just castled, I guess. I mean, I could have also taken the pawn. Oh no, I can't. Obviously, that's why I need to castle. See, I try to treat the game reviews as just kind of like a pattern recognition training, because it first of all, just looking at the game afterwards and like trying to like just retrying certain moves, like that's really like, I think put the bishop here. Yeah, like it is generally a good idea to castle as soon as possible, and if I see my opponent castle, I blunder check first. I know that you say like you castle as soon as you see the other side, but it is a good habit to like blunder check, because if you castle and then you get checkmated next turn, then it's not really a good idea. Okay, yeah. Oh, I could have captured the pawn, because the bishop's defending. I don't know why. See, this is the thing, is I didn't know why I calculated based on information that was wrong. This is the problem that I have, is I did not realize that I had this pawn attacked twice. For some reason, I thought my bishop was elsewhere. I don't know what I was thinking. And so I'm making decisions based on incomplete information, and it's really frustrating me. And this is the problem I have with social structures in the real world, because there's so much incomplete information. So I'm making information based on my best knowledge, but my knowledge is very, 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 very limited. I have struggled my entire life with social blindness, and I'm now receiving a government paycheck because of it, and it's frustrating the hell out of me because I don't want to be an invalid. I don't want to just be in daycare for the rest of my life, you know? No, it's fine to be aggressive. Some people are very, you know, some of the best players in history have been like really aggressive players. And then the opposite, like, what is it? The former world champion Tigran Petrosian was considered to be a very kind of slow player, like very like from what I understand, like some people called him like a python, is he just slowly suffocates his opponents. Am I thinking of Petrosian or someone else? And then there's someone like Tal who played very aggressive, right? You have a lot of misses. Yeah, I mean, misses are you know, misses and blunders are just hard to notice, but misses are gonna be like more you had a chance to make a more conventional move, and I think generally it's better to not, because there, you know, it's like, yeah, we can play more aggressively, but like there's so much more opportunities to punish it. And I try to, you know, I know it's like, I think it's better in the long run, the mindset I have, but I do lose a lot more games than I should, because I pretend that my opponent knows every single best move. And I calculate as if my opponent is going to find the best reply. And so I try not to make moves that if I know that there is a forced move that is going to make my position weaker, I won't make that move. Even though sometimes I could make that move, I might make it by accident, like especially if I'm playing like a bullet game, obviously. But what I try to do is I try to look at the game as if my opponent is the strongest player in the entire world, and I need to prevent this player from getting an advantage. And I think in the long run, that is going to be the most beneficial for my chess ability. But unfortunately, like it does mean that I miss out on a lot of clever ideas that might work out. And maybe they would, even maybe my calculation that it would be worse for me is also wrong. So it's like I have to basically have a combination of instinct and calculation, and it's like it's really hard for me sometimes. This missed an opportunity to win material through a tactic. So there's a tactic here. Bishop takes pawn, knight takes. No, yeah, it's not pinned. Attack the rook. Oh, you can attack the pawn chain. Or you even get the bishop. No. What? Yeah, attack with the bishop, attack the pawn chain. I can't take her, I lose a queen. And I guess for some reason that's okay. Not okay, but there's one good move here. It doesn't like stop on every single miss. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Increase the bishop's scope. Obviously, free queen is a free queen. Yeah, and there was a checkmate here. Yeah, GG. You want to play again? I played a little bit sloppy at the beginning. This is what happens if you switch between time controls really quickly too. So it's like I was just playing bullet, so it's like I need to like reevaluate. Okay, here we go. I think I should just take the Van Geet. I think at this point so I can move the bishop, the knight, or the queen. I think offering the queen trade you don't have to take, and if I take then the bishop takes, so it does block the bishop though, so it's like feel like, but like where can the queen go? It can maintain pressure on g7 and also c7. So yeah, if I go here you're just attacking. I'm a little bit subdued here. And then maybe fianchettoing the bishop. Yeah, because you're gonna be able to slide in here if I castle kingside. I might want to castle queenside. I think just keeping things nice and subdued for now should be fine. Get the queen activated, castle queenside, fianchetto. Okay, I won't be able to fianchetto until after I castle. Maybe even after I move my knight. Could move my knight now, offer a trade, and then the rook takes. I don't know, I don't like these knights. Could kick the queen. Let's just do it. It also prevents the knight from coming in. Now I might not want to fianchetto now. Or maybe still, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you always try to be creative. That's the thing is like, especially at our level, like we're lower level, your game is not going to really be won in the opening. I mean, you know, sometimes, but like, is this the Macarena? I don't know, everybody has different playstyles. I think in the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is not really your playstyle, it's whether or not your playstyle works. Because in the end of the day, like, if it works, it works. But the thing is I think a lot of people, we delude ourselves sometimes, thinking that something is good when it's not. And that's where we keep ourselves honest with, like, with game review. Like, especially from a human coach. Okay. Because then it's like, yeah, we could think that like, oh, I won that game. But sometimes winning the game, you only won because your opponent didn't punish one of your moves. And if you keep making those same moves, eventually you're going to find somebody who's going to punish you. Like Sailor Moon. Okay? And Sailor Moon takes no survivors. Lately, and maybe I need to forgive myself for this, I did have a monumental 8-hour-long surgery and an extended recovery that's still going on right now. So maybe that's why my brain is not really like functioning the way it used to, at least at the moment. I think it's getting better. I was also like pretty medicated for a while, like. Now we got like Duhost or Durock or whatever the hell. Yeah, because I mean, look at like Tyler 1, for example. He went from like what, like a 100 rating all the way to like now he's like 1900 in like 11 months or whatever. And he's done like 12,000 tactics puzzles. And so as long as, you know, unconventional moves don't really make a difference if you win all the tactical positions. So you can play unconventionally because you're going to be able to capitalize on tactical advantages. Eventually those unconventional moves are going to be punished, but then at that point you have the tactical ability to be able to make adjustments. Rather than going, I think a lot of us go the opposite direction. Is we try to learn everything up front, because I think that's like how we're raised and how we're taught to learn most things, is that you have to like study from a book. And some certain things like chess are more intuition based and like pattern recognition based. So it's more about experience and less about knowledge. The knowledge comes later when you have the experience and you iterate the experience and the knowledge. And I started improving significantly. Like my rating went down a little bit again, but I've been like close to around 1200 the past like, I think year or so. And it's because I adjusted what I was doing. It's like I'm doing a lot more chess puzzles. I'm doing game reviews. I'm playing like, you know, 10-minute games are still pretty quick, but at the same time, I think it's a good trade-off of like having a faster game and then being able to review the games. And learning every single game, there's something I learn. Even if it's only one thing that I see a pattern every single game, I notice like, hey, I keep making mistakes like this one. And it's like, obviously, you know, the engine is going to say like, oh, this is the best move. It's like, I don't really use it that way. I use it to like notice patterns in my playstyle and like what moves are being punished more often than others. Like what types of moves. Oh, okay. You sure I can just take the rook? Uh-oh. Whoops. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Whoops. Well, I guess I gave you the rook back. Probably shouldn't have sacrificed. I was trying to simplify the position. And now, because of a blunder, screwed me over. Damn it. Music's kick-ass. Seiken Densetsu 3. Yeah, as long as there's a legal pawn move, you don't have to worry about stalemate, so... GG. Yeah, I really screwed that one up. I capitalized on the blunder. Yeah. Wait. Queen? No, I can queen this way. No, wait, no. What am I thinking? I'm like hallucinating again. Can I queen this way? Why not just take the pawn? Oh, because you trap your queen. Put me here. Maintain the battery. Well, my pawn, so... Oh. Still defending the pawn, still maintaining the battery. Pawn is undefended. Centralize the knight. But then my pawn's still undefended. Oh yeah, then it's a trade. Obviously. You were in deep waters. Yes, yes. But I screwed up. I had to play too accurately. I shouldn't have traded off the rook. Yeah, you screwed that up. I think just playing here and trying to get a battery. Oh, never mind. Yeah, defend the pawn. Oh! Yeah. Create a pawn chain. I'm defended, so after takes... Takes? Oh. Or something like that. But even after... Now my knight's under attack, so that's why I wouldn't want to do that. Oh no, I can... Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, I don't know, it's all theoretical. Or hypothetical. Capturing a free rook, obviously. This was obviously a mistake. Should have just, like... kept the rook here, or... here? Yeah, or just push the pawn, try to get the bishop activated, threatening the pawn. And I have like a semi-open file after that. And from there, it's just cleanup. And avoiding stalemate. GG. Would you like to play again? So yeah, here's another thing is like I'm trying to practice more forgiveness of myself. Like there are reasons why I'm struggling with certain things, and it's okay to not have all the answers right now. And I have a lot of stuff moving forward. Like first of all, the fact that I made all the surgeries happen, I finally had my final surgery, like that in and of itself, it's a big deal, okay? Like it's almost like the whole reason is so that I could take it for granted, because now I'm taking it for granted. But that's the whole point. It wasn't supposed to be something that's going to take over my entire life. It's supposed to be something that happened and then I move on. You know, I'm not supposed to be living in my medical history. Like that's not something that I shouldn't be spending my entire life I think shastling? I think shastling will be pretty good. We need to do some shastling, okay? Get some shassle. Shastling. Darling. Shastling, darling. Okay, now I think good idea to centralize pawns. Oh, the problem is now there's two. Attack the defender. I mean, attack the pin piece. Okay, attack the pin piece. You have a check. Okay. Oh, you missed an opportunity. Yeah, this would have been really bad for me. Oh, never mind. I had the rook. So never mind. You didn't miss an opportunity. Because the knight's defending it. Okay. I'm out. And then I get to develop my bishop. Let's attack a7. Oh, no, let's bring the king out. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do have a rook sacrifice, I think. No, I don't. If I had doubled up rooks, it would be okay somewhat, especially if the bishop was already here. But unfortunately, that is not the case. Okay, I can threaten to... Oh, I can't threaten to... I can't threaten because of the bishop. If only there was a second rook here. Oh, you know what I can do is I can... No, I can't do that yet. I want to have the rook here. Only... If only I could teleport the rook here. And if there was also I clone the rook. Keep the rook here, but then put a rook here. If I could just... If this was shogi and I had a rook on hand... then this would be like the best move. But I don't have that move because that's not a part of the game. This isn't shogi. Unfortunately. So we have to think within the rules of the game that we're playing. I would like to counter, but the king's defending, so luckily there's no X-ray. So I think this is also good because if you attack, if you kick the rook, I can then threaten to create some pressure over here. And then bring the after the rook or bishop comes in. If the rook comes in, then I would put on the 7th rank and attack the pawn. Okay. And I just bring my king towards the center. Okay. Now the bishop is taking over too. So let's just put more pressure on a7. Oh yeah, obviously not. For some reason I thought my king was already castled. What is wrong with me? Yikes. Crikey. Well, now you better take the rook. Probably just trade off bishop for knight. And it's not like immediately one, although you have a lot of, you're getting a lot of tactics. So if it wasn't for all these tactical opportunities, it wouldn't be too bad. Oh, this song kicks ass. Because rook and bishop versus 2 rooks is still not super easy to win. Let's listen to the music.
Kakarot, I think I understand now why you've always been so strong.
How about we skip the introductions and get right to it, okay? You
Okay, no, there's a rook here. Yeah, then kind of jamming out to the music, but yeah, for sure I screwed up really bad. This is what happens. I fight really hard, and then all it takes is like one mistake. I mean, this is how chess works. But yeah, I've been told I'm a pretty tough cookie to crumble, even when I'm losing, because it's like I've been told that I'm like an annoying player. I always try to play the best move, even when I'm losing. I try to play like a chess engine, because chess engines don't have emotions. They only calculate the best move, and they don't care if they're gonna win or lose, even or draw. They don't care about the outcome. They care about being the best they possibly can. They're like Goku. You want to be like Goku, okay? Don't be like Vegeta, always trying to one-up everybody, because that's not enough. That's like the moral of the story, right? Vegeta's always second best, and that's for a reason. It's because he is not fighting for something that is as pure as Goku. Goku always wants to be the strongest he possibly can, because he knows that the universe is full of danger, and he needs to be the strongest, or his friends and loved ones, everyone he cares about will be in danger. All that's good in the universe is going to be in danger. So he needs to be the strongest he possibly can, and also he's just addicted to it. That's another thing. He has some problems because he's got like a weird ego. He gets really cocky. He also he wants to train so hard that he will like throw a fight, or so that he can have an opportunity to train. It's like, dude, like that might be good in the long run sometimes, but it's like sometimes it's like you're trying to get as strong as you possibly can because he cares so much about getting stronger that he doesn't really care so much about the outcome sometimes. But then when push comes to shove, Goku really does what's necessary. Yeah, like Naruto, never give up. I mean, that's the same thing, like the same thing. Goku never gives up. He just keeps trying. And he's just always trying to improve. Naruto the same way. Just always trying to become the strongest. Naruto's more like Vegeta. That's the thing. But in the Naruto universe, that doesn't really... It's a different kind of thing. Naruto's more like Vegeta. Because, like, Naruto just wants to be the best. Goku doesn't want to be the best. Goku just wants to get stronger. There's, like, a little bit of a difference there. I don't know. I don't think there's any problem with it. Because look at Vegeta. He's really... he has other values, too. Like, he's more grounded in, like, familial values. And, like, loyalty. From being like the Saiyan Prince, like there's all sorts of stuff like that. White was better off, now their position is winning. Yeah, I think just opening up the bishop. Or just like moving the queen out of the pin. And then maybe putting the bishop there to castle kingside. Okay, I missed a better way to recapture the piece. I'll just take with the queen. Oh yeah, thanks for the games. You're always welcome to challenge me. And I like going over the games afterwards. I enjoy creating this little chill little coffee shop that we got here in my stream. Look forward to the future. I'm going to be making more efforts at making like scripted content, but like I said, at the moment I'm really not in the mindset to be focused too much on stuff as far as content creation goes right now. I'm really focusing on like I'm going back to school. I need to get back into my my exercise routine, my fitness regimen. But at the same time, it's like I just had like a major monumental surgery 6 months ago. So things are really slowly getting to where they need to be. But the key word here is slow. But just remember, slow motion still arrives. I'm in the right direction, and I have the right assistance, and I have the right mindset. And so as long as things go in the right direction, I don't care how slow it goes. Like, obviously it should go faster than, like, you know, I want to get my life together. I want to get the hell out of this trailer. I want to be able to be financially independent. You have uni tomorrow? Nice. What are you studying? What's your major? I'm kind of taking like a weird. My major was music, and I only have like 2 classes left, but I burnt out in 2018, and then I went through a whole process where I needed surgeries, which took 5 years of my life. But now I'm back. 6 months ago, that's all over, and now I'm slowly getting to where things need to be. And I have a hard time. I kind of burned out of music. It's actually kind of sad. It's really kind of concerning me. I don't think it's going to be forever, but like right now, I have not felt love for music in like at least 5 years. I've played music sometimes, like every now and then I get my flute or my saxophone or my clarinet, and I like or even my like keyboard or guitar even, and play something, but like it just feels pointless. And I know that's like a terrible way to see music, but that's what it feels like. I can't change reality. That is the reality. That is the feeling. It's like, it feels like I've been a musician my entire life, and I pushed and I pushed and I pushed, and the world just didn't really like give way for me. And it just feels like it's not the right path right now. And so I'm getting into like, I'm going to be starting to save up for like modeling school. I'm already like making connections. I'm taking acting class. And you know, I am also like, I'm autistic, so I want to deal with these fundamental problems so that, you know, right now, because doing other things like making some money is really not going to help me long term. Even if I made like $100,000 like in a month or something, I need to be able to sustain it. And I need to be able to have skills that as an autistic person I do not have as good skills in certain aspects. And this is just a reality. I'm not trying to make excuses. It's just a reality. And before you can correct your just like with chess, you have to accept reality or you can't fix the problems. Because if you just have wishful thinking, hand waving, all these kind of things, they punish you in chess and you never increase in rating. You lose a lot more games. You sing Elvis Presley? You're a professional beatboxer? Oh my god. That's pretty cool. Castle on the opposite side of the opponent. Yeah, now you have the rook on the same file as the queen. What was this miss here? Add a defender to a vulnerable pawn. I think the mobile version, the mobile version I think is better for the game review. It's a lot more like tuned in, it seems. Like this one, the one on desktop is like too advanced. What's funny is I think Danny Wrench feels the same way. He said that once. He said he likes the mobile version better because it's just like, it's simpler. It only and also sometimes it does it on the mobile version too, but like sometimes like it happens way more often on desktop. It should be stopping on every single like red or orange, or it should be stopping on like every yellow, orange, or red. It should be stopping because it's like, if I have a miss, why isn't it giving me an opportunity to retry? It doesn't make any sense. It should stop on every single mistake, inaccuracy, and miss and blunder. Like, I don't understand why it didn't stop here. Like, I had to go back to it. It's ignore an opportunity to add a defender to a vulnerable pawn. Found the only move in the position? Yeah, this is probably like how the game could have gone. Yeah, something like this. With rook and a piece versus rook and bishop versus rook and bishop, same colored bishops. A7 under threat, and trying to make advantages on the kingside pawn structure. This would be the nature of the endgame. Maybe not this exact position, but somewhat. This would have been the position. I mean, the type of position. Overlooked an opportunity to win a tempo by threatening a rook. Could have threatened the rook. Oh. Okay, yeah, and that's kind of hard to see. I get a pawn. Evade the check from the opposing bishop. I could have just gone this way. I gotta do laundry today. It's good that I have clarity. Yeah, I mean, I got, and also I got professional help. That's the thing, is I'm not on my own. I'm not just relying on handouts. I'm not just relying on, like, people in my life anymore. When I was in my 20s, I'm 36 now. When I was in my 20s, I relied on all the people that cared about me, and it really burnt a lot of bridges, or at the very least, it really caused a lot of harm over people I cared about. And now I'm in a lot of government programs now, and I have I'm a lifetime client of an organization called North Bay Regional Center that helps people in the North Bay with developmental disorders, with case management, with job coaching, with life skills coaching, with life management, because it's just the world is stacked against us, all of us. Not just autistic people, but autistic people especially have a really hard time getting situated. Once we're situated, we tend to really thrive. That's what I've noticed in other parts of my life, is at first things are really difficult, but once things are situated, then we're just like, okay, cool. We start rubbing our hands together. Then we're like, cool, I got this. That's the cool thing about autistic people, is like, it's like if it was like a MMO, and it's like our class spec, right? Like, we have a really hard time early game. We're like League of Legends, right? We're like a hard carry. Like, we're like Ashe or like Caitlyn. Like, we're hard carries. We need to be carried early on, and then at the end game, we're just like we're just kicking ass end game, because we had all the things put in a row, and then we're like, okay, hold my beer. Like, that's how autistic people work. I mean, certain ones, not everybody. Some people have intellectual disorders as well. Unfortunately, I don't have any like. I don't have any like mental cognition issues. I have like social cognition issues and emotional regulation issues. That's my spectrum stuff. And, you know, most people who are kind of high functioning autistic tend to be the same. And when I'm finding out, you know, listening to other people who are autistic, like on YouTube, there's some like YouTubers that are like autistic that I really relate to, who talk about it, and they're much more successful YouTubers than me, but you know, they have their own thing going. They were able to make it work, and maybe they had the kind of support that I'm about to get. And also, you have to keep in mind, a lot of these people had support from a very early age. Like, they started getting this kind of stuff that I'm just now getting. They started getting this help when they were like 5 years old or 6 years old, or like, you know, at least like some point before 18. And I had to wait my entire life just to get help. And so, you know, I think things are going to really pick up, because it's not like it's going to have to start from scratch. I learned a lot already, but I have to unlearn some mental habits, because my social cognition is incorrect. It's just like I was talking about with chess. Like, if you don't know how to think properly, you're going to calculate wrong. And so I have to know how to think. And that's where the experience comes in, that pattern recognition, the coaching, the like, okay, let's workshop this. Let's practice job interviews. Let's discuss these things. Like, here's how to build a resume. Like, that kind of stuff needs to happen, because if I'm on my own, it's never worked. It's just, it would be diminished returns to keep trying to bang my head up against a wall. It's like trying to, instead of using a hammer to hammer a nail, you're using your forehead. It's like, yeah, maybe if you tried really hard with enough pain and permanent damage to your body, you might be able to hammer the nail in. Yeah, I mean, it's taken many years to get to where I am now, and I'm still not perfect. Like, as far as being able to manage my emotions and not getting out of control, especially like 5 years ago when I started this surgery process. I've looked at videos from 5 years ago, and it's really uncomfortable. And I keep them for reference, so I can remember where it came from, because I don't want to go back. And if we don't remember history, we're doomed to repeat the same mistakes. I would rather have the scar on my social media. I would rather have the scar than to risk things happening that way again. Because having that reminder, it keeps me focused on what matters. There's a fork here, apparently. Why is there like a blue dot on the screen? What the hell is this? Why is there a blue dot? What the hell is this blue dot? What the hell? What is this blue dot? You guys see that? It's not on my monitor. What's this blue dot? What the hell is that? Oh, it's because I clicked over here. Oh, it glitched. It's the exclamation point thing. It was just the blue dot. It didn't have the exclamation point in it. That's weird. Okay, oh, it's white to move here. I had an opportunity to play a fork. Yeah, see, it glitched. It glitched. Opportunity to play a fork? Oh, I have a pin. Oh. Oh, I allowed my opponent to win material through a fork. Yeah, right there. Okay, I was like thinking that I had a fork. Yeah, you don't want that. Back here? Yeah. Move the rook to safety. And of course from here it's just clean up. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. I think that's enough for meow. Okay. Let's see. Let me just like look at my stats. Yeah, the past 90 days played 141 games. 38 games this past week. Yeah, this past month I started picking up again. So really I just came back a month ago. I've done 408 puzzles this month. Those are rated puzzles. It doesn't count your Puzzle Rush Survival. We're gonna. I did rated puzzles earlier off stream. Let's just do a round of survival and then we're gonna end the stream. Okay, bishop's guarding the escape square, so I'm gonna be able to just checkmate. Okay, I'm in check. Recapture with the king. Probably not a good idea to play king g7. Rook could just keep checking perpetually, so probably just recapture. Then what's white gonna play? I mean, I'm up materials, so it doesn't really matter. There wasn't any follow through. There wasn't any tactic for black or whatever. I already forgot which side it was. Yeah, the one with the 2 rooks was black, so I didn't see any tactics from white, so white to move. I have 2 rooks. Escape square is guarded by the king on g6, so I can play because of the battery on the 8th rank. I can play rook h8, check, and mate. Oh, I'm muted? Oh, sorry. Hey, Dare. Hey, Dare, dare me call. Oh, you were muted. I don't know if I was muted or you were muted. Sometimes I have a shortcut button. I have a little button on my mouse. If I press Alt and like one of the buttons, it mutes my microphone. And I also have 2 different microphone settings. I have one that's like right now, so like it has like a filter, so it's like, whereas if I press the other one, Dare? Anata dare? Anata dare? Excuse me, who are you? Excuse me, who are you? Excuse me, who are you? Anata wa dare? Anata wa dare? Anata wa dare? It's like nudity in it. Oh, you got to be careful with that movie. There's like nudity in it. Yeah, it's a line from Perfect Blue. Excuse me, who are you? It's about it's a weird movie. It's hard to understand a little bit because there's like, it's about a washed up. It's about a successful actress and a washed up like wannabe actress or no, pop idol. Yeah, pop idol and actress. And then there's she has like a parasocial, I don't know if she was like an assistant or or something like that, but like she's super parasocial and she like believes that she's her. And then there's like a series of murders. And you're left at the end to wonder if it was all a movie or not. Like what actually happened. I don't know. It's just like a weird, I don't want to give it away, but it's just like, it's a really good anime. Okay, so I'm blocking the H2 square. How long have I played? I'm 36. I've been playing since I was about 6 or 7, I would think. So I would say about like 30 years, but like keep in mind, I only really started like studying when I was like, I think in like 2010. Like I kind of like started playing more chess. It was while I was homeless. I was homeless for like 4 years, and chess really got me through a lot of stuff. And I studied chess like starting like 2010, between like 2010 2013, and then I started like focusing on other things and went back to school and started, you know, when I wasn't homeless anymore, and I like had a job. I ended up quitting, but then I went full-time in school and got scholarships and stuff like that. But then I played again in like 2018 or 2018 or so when I got a job teaching chess. And that didn't last very long. It lasted for like a year. It didn't pay much. Rook comes in, I just checkmate. Yeah, rook comes in, check. Queen comes in, checkmate. But then I studied again like 2018 or so, and then I started streaming in 2019, before I went through the surgery stuff. And then I had like a mental breakdown, and then I started going to therapy and started like getting my surgery stuff in order. And that took 5 years. The first like, I think like 2019, 2020, and then parts of 2021, I was studying chess like 4 hours a day at least. Is that you? Challenging me? Because I can play. I'm not like in a super hurry. I am about ready to end the stream, but like we can play. Oh, it's not you? Well, I'll play anyway. Okay, so we got the Vont Crucis opening. I'm just gonna take the center. Okay, I think you're just developing a knight. Halloween. Yeah, anytime. Anybody wants to play, you just send me a challenge. rebeccaloran on chess.com. Unrated, 10-minute usually, but we can play faster if you want. I review the games afterwards. Unless we're playing like an adoption match for like Bullet or Blitz or something. Even then, I generally do a game review every single game using the Diamond membership. I do the game review after every game, no matter how bad I played, because I want to look how both sides could have played better. That's the best advice that I've heard from pretty much every single professional like level chess player, is that you just review games from both sides. I mean, that's what Garry Kasparov advocated for. You don't know how to send a link? You can't send links in my chat. I can get a link. I'm in the middle of the game. You have to wait your turn. But I'm happy to play. I mean, that's why I'm here, just to chill. My stream isn't really a big part of my career. It's like kind of like just something I do. It's like a hobby at the moment. It might change in the future. ... I got something planned. But I gotta, like I said, I'm going back to school, and like I gotta take care of all that stuff. I gotta get working with that job coach and get out. I need to become financially independent, because right now I'm relying on just SSI because I'm autistic and like permanently disabled because of like issues stemming from that. And I hate feeling that like I have to identify with being disabled. It's really diminishing of like my self-worth. It makes me feel like a loser, but I know that I'm not, and everybody I'm working with assures me that I am doing way better than I think I am. But I just feel like it's not enough. That's the thing, is it feels like even though I'm doing my best, if you're playing a chess game, you can make the best moves, but if you're in a fundamentally losing position, it doesn't matter if you make all the best moves, because your opponent's going to win. I think just trading, doubling up the pawns, and then I can eventually challenge the bishop on c4, but I think I need to play c6 first. Trust the process? Yeah, exactly. There is a process, and the thing is eventually things are already working out. That's the thing. It took 5 years, but I got my surgeries, and it changed my life forever in the most profound way, in a good way. And I never have to do it again. And it took a lot of effort. Okay, I guess I can just bring the bishop out this way. Kind of misplaced here because of the diagonal. But the thing is that, like, it's so easy to get down on myself because I feel like, oh, why do I need so much help? Why do I need SSI? Why do I need, like, all these government handouts and extra support? And it's like, well, what if I was, like, blind and I needed, like, a walking stick? Like a walking cane, like a blind cane. Like, you have to use one so you don't, like, so people know you're blind, but also, like, it's just for your safety. But I have a different kind of blindness that's, like, a lot harder to see because I don't have, like, immediate, like, physical danger. Like, being blind, you have, like, very real physical danger. I have a different kind of danger. I have a danger where it's, like, how to navigate a job, how to navigate, like, things that you also need to survive. Because in this world, you need money to survive. And if you can't make money, you're going to be homeless and broken. And if you're struggling with autism-related issues, it can be very hard to navigate the world. And I know firsthand, because that's how my experience has been my whole entire life, all these 36 years on this planet, is that you try your hardest to succeed, but you just keep getting pushed down. And then people blame you because they're like, oh, how come everyone else around you is able to learn and grow? You keep making the same mistakes. And it's like, well, because I am disabled. And until you get that diagnosis, people just think, and even after your diagnosis, people just think that you just need to try harder. And that's like the thing that, like, every single autistic person I've heard from on the internet and from in person, their experience is almost 100%. They've had struggles with things, and then people that care about them try to treat them with tough love, and it basically just ends up hurting them because it's like, and that's what happened with me. It ends up hurting you because it's like, it might work for other people because maybe they are just lazy. But in my case, it's not that I'm lazy, it's that I'm disabled. Like, it's a different story, okay? Like, but it's hard for people to see because it's so invisible. More people are seeing it nowadays, but, like, it's really hard for people to see because they don't want to accept that it's possible for someone to have the kind of disabilities that autistic people have. They don't see it as a disability. They see it as, like, not trying hard enough. It's really hard and it's frustrating to talk with neurotypical people who aren't aware of these things. And they end up causing a lot more harm than they're trying to help. That's the thing, is they think they're helping. They're like, oh, I'm helping you by kicking you out on the street and, like, taking away all your resources and not, you know, you need to do better. You need to help yourself. It's like, okay, like, but then you just suffer and it's even harder to succeed because now you lose all the resources that you had. And now I have resources and I'm starting to succeed. So it's like I said, we're like hard carries in, like, League of Legends. Like, autistic people are hard carries. Once we're carried to endgame, we kick all sorts of ass. That's our superpower. Like, I mean, maybe not like crazy, but like in general, from like what I've noticed, like every single step along the way, is that every single time I am able to succeed, like if I am allowed to succeed, if I'm given opportunities and enough patience and coaching and time, eventually I start outperforming people who've been doing things for like longer than me. Like, it might take a while to start, but then like once I get started, I keep making progress. There really is no plateau for me with things. I just keep I keep having the same mindset of like, I want to get better, I want to get better, I want to get better, and I carry it across every single aspect of my life, not just like, not, you know, I'm right now I'm it's a little bit more confusing and difficult with like this social cognition issue, because it's not like music or chess. Like with chess, my lack of progress is because I haven't had any coaching. But when I have coaching, I receive coaching really well in everything that I've received coaching in my life, like music, and especially music. Like, I didn't get coaching until I went to college. It's expensive. Coaching is expensive. It's usually like $60 an hour. And we didn't have that money growing up, and I didn't have that money as an adult. I was like homeless. And then it's like, so it's like, in order to get the opportunities to give you access to success, you have to already be successful. Like, you already need somebody to, like, usually it's like they'll have wealthy parents as a kid, right? And then like they pay for chess coaching and they make sure that you succeed. They pay for chess tournaments. You know, you get all these opportunities. I didn't get those opportunities, and it's hard to create those opportunities when you don't have a financial situation that allows it. And it's really frustrating me because I want to improve at chess. I want to be a part of the chess community. I want to be a part of the community, but I can't because I don't have access to those resources. I want to play tournaments. Like, I want to go meet other chess players. I want to make friends. Like, I want to, like, you know, and also, like, potential business opportunities. Yeah, self-love is important because it's so easy to, like, blame myself for everything. Because, like, you know, I have it drilled into me that everything is my problem. When you play 4 hours for a game and lose? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love over-the-board tournaments. I'm absolutely in love with it. It pushes you to play better. Because you have 4 hours, you're not going to just make moves haphazardly. Like, you're going to make every move count. If you're using 2 hours on your clock. Okay? When you make a mistake on a classical game, it's like, it's debilitating, okay? But that's, you know, that's part of it. That's how we learn. You start to learn things really, really well. But, you know, there's not really many opportunities for me to play tournament chess. You know, not without like traveling a lot and paying a lot of money. It costs money to go to tournaments, and it frustrates me how how gatekept it is when I love the game of chess. And chess is literally just like a wooden board with wooden pieces and a clock. You can play chess for like less than $50, like at a chess tournament. But like you have to pay. But you know, like, but you have to pay for all the stuff that you have to do. Like, you know, obviously they have to pay to run the tournament. But unfortunately, it means that people who are not really financially capable of that don't get opportunities. And it's frustrating because I want to be a part of the community, but there's this huge gatekeeping because I don't have the money to do it. Oh, now you can check here. Then you're gonna win the bishop anyway. Oh, okay. No, there's no clubs in my area. Sonoma County is like absolutely dead. Like I was able to teach chess, but that was only to children, and it was like unrated. It wasn't like they didn't actually like teach the kids. That it was basically glorified daycare, and I'm trying to say this like as nicely as possible. But it was like a glorified daycare, and I felt like they were trying to force me to teach kids how to play bad chess. Because they wanted to like, oh, it's we want to teach them chess openings. Because then when the parents ask them what they learned, they can say, oh, I learned the Italian game. It's like, no, they didn't. They didn't learn the Italian game. They learned the name of the Italian game. They didn't learn the Italian game. They're not capable of learning it because they still don't know how to castle properly. They still don't know how to move the pieces. They move the bishop and it moves to a different colored square. Like, they're trying to like, they keep letting the kids make the same mistakes and then just basically just treating it like a daycare. It was really frustrating me. And also just like teaching kids is a lot of pressure. It's not something that is, I broke down mentally. Like I said, I have difficulties. Autism is not fun. No, the thing is they wanted us to teach the kids, but the kids wouldn't even pay attention because they have no idea what's going on. We'd basically just be hearing the sound of our own voice, talking about the ideas in the opening, and like talking about all this stuff, and the kids would like just kind of glaze over, and then they would just play, and then they wouldn't know how to castle. They would capture the opponent's king and keep playing. They would move the bishop and it would end up on a different colored square. Like all sorts of problems. And it's like, well, they like, oh, we want you to just teach the kids openings and stuff, because then when the parents ask them what they learned, they can say, oh, I learned the Italian game today. I could teach online. I just don't really feel qualified. That's the thing. I just don't want to work with kids. Kids are like, it's a lot of pressure. Because it's like, I don't want to say anything to upset them and like ruin their, because what happened with me is I had a teacher who ruined the game for me when I was a kid. I had a teacher who was like really putting a ton of pressure on me, trying to make me memorize the Sicilian, and like, and I was just like, I really loved chess, but then I felt really stupid and I didn't really have any support. And this is what I also don't like about for a community like chess that is always talking about growing the game. It really pisses me off how much there's elitism and how much gate-kept chess is, and that people will like belittle you for not playing like a grandmaster. It's like there's people who are like, they don't do anything to encourage you. It's just like there's no real system in place unless you have like and you have to like pay for coaching, and it's like there's no real system in place to improve at chess. And I got discouraged as a kid because I was expected to just I wasn't like properly like introduced to the game. I was like basically just pressured until I gave up. I felt stupid. It was really frustrating. Yeah, I mean, the thing is teaching kids requires like specialized methods that I'm just not qualified for. And it's like and also like I have extreme issues because of like, I'm going a different direction in life. I don't want to work with kids. I just don't want to work with kids. They smell weird. They make they don't pay attention. I don't know. I have a hard time trying to the thing is I don't know how to get work. That's why I'm trying to start working with this job coach. And I'm waiting for he is like, I have to wait because there's like only so many clients that he can take on. So I have to wait, and I was told October, and it already is October, and I'm really frustrated. But I'm sorry if I'm getting a little frustrated talking about this. I apologize. I'm getting a little frustrated. This is kind of what I'm talking about, and this is why I need to end the stream. It's really frustrating because I don't even feel like I even know. It's like I know that I'd be fine doing the job. That's not the problem. I don't know how to get clients. I don't know how to keep clients. I don't know how to I don't know how to get a job. I don't know how to keep a job because I eventually just burn out and I don't really have any help. And also, like, how do I even get clients? I don't know how to sell. I don't know how to market myself. I'm trying. I'm autistic. Like I have, like, maybe I can get better at it, but this is why I need the job coach. I need somebody who's a professional, who knows how to help me, who knows how to help autistic people specifically. Like I could spend my entire life banging my head against a wall and getting nowhere. And so I'm not gonna waste my life trying to succeed just because you need to try harder. Like, no, I don't need to try harder. I need to work smarter. No, I need to go. I'm getting worked up. I just need to go. I was already ready to go. We've been streaming for almost 3 hours. I generally only stream for like 2 hours. After about 3 hours, I start getting cranky. I'm trying to build up the endurance, and I'm taking acting class. I'm gonna be saving up for modeling school. I'm already like interacting with classmates who are already building a modeling portfolio and who might be able to connect me to photographers. Because I need professional, like, my Instagram is a mess. I need a professional portfolio, like, bad. And also my job coach is going to help me navigate that too. Like, that's one of the things is, like, I need that job coach. Like, that's what I'm waiting for. And so until then, I'm just working on what I need to focus on, which is, like, I need to be building endurance by, like, consistently showing up to things. Like, I'm showing up to my class. I'm doing my assignments. I'm showing up to my stream twice a week, every Sunday, Monday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. I started a little bit late. I didn't stream yesterday, but I streamed Friday, because I had like a weird schedule this weekend. But, more or less, 1750, nice. Over the board. Yeah, next time, give me a follow, and I'll be live. Maybe I want to try to add like Wednesdays and like Saturday nights to my streaming schedule, but right now I'm steadily trying to schedule Sundays and Mondays 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific time. But I might be here on Wednesday night and Saturday night. Those might be parts of my schedule. So Wednesday, so I actually, I think I should. So yeah, like Wednesday at I think like 5 p.m. Pacific time. And then Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. I think that's a good time to start. Yeah, so Fridays and Sundays 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Wednesdays and Saturdays 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 5 p.m., 7 p.m. Oh, thanks. Yeah, and you can always just, check out. You'll see when I sometimes randomly go live just because I feel like it. Right now, I'm not really focused on building my content brand with streaming and YouTube and whatever. I'm not really focused on that. I don't want to waste my energy on that. That's not really what's going to benefit me right now. What's going to benefit me is continuing to go to school, work with this job coach, and to build my modeling portfolio. And I'm doing that slowly but surely. And so I need to stop like trying to juggle so many things at once. I really want to like be able to build like YouTube content, but I only have so many hours in a day, and I want to devote my energy to the right things. Oops. Yeah, so I'm just getting like really exhausted and it starts to like tick me off and stuff. Yeah, I mean, these are the things I gotta look out for. And that's why I need to build endurance, because, you know, this kind of stuff can't happen like on the job. Or like at school or anywhere. Anyway, I gotta get going. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. I think things are gonna work out. I think things are gonna work out. I have a really hard time. Like I said, I just got over a 5-year surgery process, and I'm still kind of like feeling the mental toll that took on me. And it's like I'm trying to like just get my stuff together and make my life work. And it's like really frustrating me how slow things are going, because I just want to go bam, bam, bam. But that's not how reality works. People aren't just gonna... I don't have the kind of resources. I don't have the kind of money to just throw money at the problem. If I had like infinite money, I could like be like throwing money at people to like make sure I succeed. Like I want to be a successful model, actor, all that kind of thing. I also like... I love playing chess and I love streaming. And I also am a writer, and I want to finish my novel. I already finished the first draft, and I'm on the second draft now. And I'm kind of stuck again. But I'm not dead. You know, I can always finish the book. And so it's like, you know, I could finish my novel. But like right now, that's not really where my energy is at. I need to be focusing on making sure that I can make a living. And it's really frustrating me how difficult it's proving to be. And it feels hopeless. And I'm trying not to give up hope. It is, apparently people really think it's a great book. I just don't know how to, I know how to end it. I just don't know how to finish it. Like the middle game. I mean, basically the middle game. It's always the most complicated in chess, right? Well, it's also the most complicated in writing a novel. I have no idea what the hell to do in the middle of the book. I know how to start the book really strong. I know how to end the book really strong. Well, I guess start and end. I know how to start the book really strong, and I know how to end the book really strong. I already have the ending written. I have the opening like all like situated where people are getting all the pieces together. But everything in between, I have absolutely no idea what the hell is going on. Basically, it's the short version to understand is called Even Star. It's basically steampunk superhero bounty hunters. So basically, it's a world in a world that I've created that is like kind of like, I don't know if you read Brandon Sanderson, but like he has a Cosmere. It's like my Cosmere. It's a planet called Tress, Tress. And it has a history, and this is the middle book. I mean, it's not a series, but like I have 3 different novels that I'm writing. One in like the myths, the age of myth and legends, like, you know, like the first and second age, like Silmarillion kind of stuff from Lord of the Rings. That's Uriel, or I called it the Scourge. But I think I might retitle it to Uriel, because that's the main character. He's basically Hercules, or he's basically Guts. But he's like a god, basically, because there's this substance on the planet that's basically, it's like the Cosmere in this sense, because it's like Cosmere has like, there's different shards of like this like crystal that like it affects things differently on different planets, but mine is focused on a single planet, and there is kind of an offshoot planet where there's like a multiverse kind of thing going on, and it kind of explains like a little bit but that's like an angels and demons kind of thing, like, well, vampires and demons, and there's like a vampire universe and a demon universe on that planet, and it explains like somewhat of like, it's loosely connected in the same universe, but it's a different planet. But this one is like, there's this substance that is allowed, it basically turns anybody who comes into contact with this substance, and how you come in contact matters, how it alters your body. There's 3 main families of the ways that this substance alters you. It's called Arcanum, or Yeah, or Arcania. I renamed it to Arcania. I didn't want to call it Arcanum. Well, originally it was Arcanus, and then I realized it has anus. And so I renamed it to like Arcania. Like it's Arcanian crystals. Or maybe I'll have a new name. I don't know. But basically, like, it has three main characteristics: immortality, elemental, like, molecule manipulation, and genetic fusion. So, like, basically, like, Uriel, it starts off where he is born during a battle, and his parents are murdered, supposedly. His father, Raziel, makes a cameo later. Not a cameo, he plays a part later. We find out he's actually not such a good guy. But you know, he dies in battle. He's basically, we find out that, like, this was planned on purpose, and like the goddess that rules the earth from, like, she's in this like crystalline prison, and she runs the entire planet. Like, she's the absolute ruler of Tress, from the shadows, and she like can like communicate to people, like tell. Now she is something different. Like, she apparently this is kind of like subtext, or, you know, maybe alternate lore that'll come out later, but it indicates that this is like my Cosmere, right? She came from another planet, like the tens of thousands of years ago or whatever, and she's basically like just completely just enshrined herself in this planet and has taken advantage of the Arcania, and like uses people's insecurities, uses people's pride and their ambition to get them to fuse with the Arcania, to turn them into purgelings, because it purges their soul, basically. It turns them in, and it kind of has themes of like Hebrew mythology, because it's like Uriel, Raziel, Ariel. Ariel is like his brother. It's basically like it's a soldier that, like, you know, basically fostered him, and he basically, he's a ruthless military leader. And he's kind of like, so it's not really like Berserk, but it's kind of like the same kind of situation. Like, Uriel is like, he's born and he has, like, he's in the middle of a battle, his mom dies giving birth to him, but then what happens is this agent of Terra is the alien, this agent of Terra, maybe even Raziel, like, crushes up a whole bunch of the Arcania, and in doing so, he accidentally inhales some. But what happens is he basically just, like, puts it all over Uriel's body in like a paste, and it basically just fuses into him. And because he's a baby, like, this has never been done before, because he's a baby, he has no, like, ambition, or turns him into a god, like Hercules. And but what happens with Raziel is he then, because he inhaled it and because he works in the shadows and such, he becomes like a ghost, basically. He becomes a ghost in the machines, and the ghost in the machines is the running theme of these novels. The ghost, I don't know if you've heard about that concept, but it's called the ghost in the machines. It's where you have like something that is running things from the shadows, and it can occupy like mechanical objects and stuff like that. Like, it's like I guess it's like a cyberpunk, steampunk kind of idea, maybe more cyberpunk. But like, it's the ghost in the machines is like it's like a running theme in all three of my novels. There's the main one that I've written the most for, the one that I've written the first draft for already. I've written probably about like 300,000 words for total. Is Even Star, which takes place like 10,000 years later from the first one. No, it's not like a series of novels. It's separate novels in the same universe. And this one's more steampunk. Like it's a world of scarcity. It's a dystopian world, but it's like a utopia, but it's a dystopia because it's involving like, okay, like I told you, there's three main things, right? So like in the beginning, it was really free for all, and throughout the course of that novel, by the end of it, everybody who became a purgeling is gone, and there's only trace amounts left, and there's three main elements left of the Arcania. The Arcania is basically destroyed. Terra is gone, and not dead. She's gone. So is Uriel. They're gone. They're gone into a different universe where time doesn't exist, and they're in a potential stalemate because Uriel needs to protect the universe from her, and she wants to gain access to the universe. So they're in this like eternal lock. And I don't know what to do with that. I don't know if that's going to continue or if that's just the end. I mean, I do have like a epilogue with Athena and Ariel. No, I'm actually ending the stream. I'm talking about my novels really quick because Dare asked me to. Dare dared me to. But basically, there's a character that's like not in the Scourge or Uriel, that's not in the Uriel book, named Nocturne, and he basically takes Terra's place, but he's a human, but he's immortal. He's one of the few people there. It was Nocturne. It was like the last person to utilize the crystal. And he became immortal with it. And he also has the ability to manipulate. He has all three. He's immortal, he can manipulate elements, and he can also fuse his DNA with other objects. So he can occupy machines, he can occupy other people and take their body. Like there's all sorts of things in this magic system. I can give you some examples. Let me give you. I've taken some screenshots. Let me open up Discord and I can give you an Imager link. I can give you some excerpts. I don't want to give you too much. I do have like beta readers, but I'm still in the process of writing it. But I've taken some snippets of it, of the current draft, because the first draft was complete garbage. It was absolutely just, it was basically just like coming up with the ideas of the characters. And as I wrote it, I like further got ideas, and then I just threw it away and then started over from where it should be. And now it's closer to where it should be. I need to look through my DMs really quick because I don't, I think I know who I gave it to. Okay, yeah, I gave it to this person. Let me just. Okay, let me upload all these to an Imager. Open in browser. Okay, I can just open in browser. This is gonna take a little bit of work. Okay, let me just. Okay, just a second. Yeah, I'm like going really slow here. If you bear with me. It's like you click on something, it's like so weird. And then it cancels out. Okay, 2 more to click. Okay. Okay, I don't know if these work. They're Discord links. I don't know if it works. Click on that. Does it work? Okay, cool. Yeah, and then you can get an idea of what I'm working on. Okay, and this is just like all I'm willing to share at the moment with people who aren't beta readers. I don't know. Basically what it is like it's a magic system where there's three main things, and like I really like the Ghost of the Machines idea, and so like Nocturne has all three of them. And he thinks he's the only one. He recruits a few people. He's able to manipulate these. See, he doesn't have the same power to create new abilities like Terra could, because Terra is an alien, and she had access to knowledge and information, and also Arcania was basically destroyed. You know, there's only trace amounts left in certain machines, like these ancient machines, and there's this one central machine called the Mammoth Machine. That is basically where all the technology that's left from the Age of Myths and Legends from Uriel. And basically, like, it's a battle to find the machines. In order to, like, Nocturne owns an entire empire that he's built over the course of 10,000 years. And he's enslaved an entire demographic of people that he's created using the elemental control. And he uses, he's created an opiate that's extremely addicting, called sap. And it also takes away it hinders their ability. That he basically genetically engineered them to have crippling cloister headaches. I don't know if you've heard about cloister headaches, but he basically genetically engineered them to have cloister headaches, and without the sap they basically are in constant pain for their entire lives. And so he's manipulated them to basically just have free labor. And the wealthy, the vast majority of like the wealthy class, and like, you know, they basically just live in comfort. They're in utopia. There's like social media, but it's like it's called the railways. It's like the rails. It's because things are like based. It's like a steampunk kind of world, even though it's like kind of futuristic. Like, I don't know, like think like Final Fantasy VII kind of steampunk. It's like, it's not necessarily steampunk, it's kind of cyberpunk, but it's like Final Fantasy VII, like with the like technology kind of like, it's like this ancient kind of technology kind of thing going on. I don't know. Nope. Yeah, I don't really know. Final Fantasy VII? Yeah, I don't know. But basically, like, Nocturne believes that he is in control of everybody who has these abilities from the Arcania trace elements, and he's searching for the Mammoth device so that he can just either destroy it or do something with it. I'm not really necessarily sure what he's doing with it, but I also know that it's the key to the entire story. Is this ancient device? Basically, it's more character. It's like the character arcs in this one are like they're unknown to Nocturne. There is one woman named Tully Evenstar, who is immortal like him. She doesn't have all three abilities though. She's just immortal. And she's basically, she lost her sister during an experiment with a guy named Dr. Trent Fauver, or Dr. Trent Fauver, and he basically, you know, they must have been like scientists or something like that. She was Tully was an inventor. Kara was like some kind of scientist, and they were working with Dr. Trent Fauver, and he found, like he was searching his entire life for the mammoth device, and he finally found it. And so he created, with the help of Wedge, which was like a lifeless robot, like android, like it was basically had zero sentience. With the help of Wedge, he was able to discover and unearth the mammoth device. And he ran some experiments on it on Kara and Tully Evenstar. And Kara is believed to be dead by Tully, but what happens is she actually is the one working in the shadows with manipulating Nocturne. Nocturne's older, but she snuck in over the past 200 years or so. Because they're a lot younger than, Nocturne's 10,000 years old. Tully and Kara are 200, 300 years old, but Tully thinks that she's dead. She basically became a ghost, and she only exists by being able to manipulate technology. She's ghost writer. I don't know, kind of like that. But she's basically trying to trying to get corporeal form back. In the process of combining all this process, Tully became immortal, and Dr. Fauver and part of Kara's consciousness combined and brought Wedge to life. And now Tully and Wedge have worked together for several hundred years, and in the last decade or so they fell apart from each other. They've been growing apart, and basically every single person who is a fire tempest has been eradicated by Nocturne. But for some reason Brienne Hollows managed to hide her abilities by not and has been able to infiltrate and to become a police officer, and basically her whole world is changed when she meets Tully. And basically there's a whole adventure they go on to find the mammoth device, to put an end to Nocturne's reign. There's a lot of intricate details. It's really hard to explain because it's really fractured. I have it it's really hard to put into words, and that's kind of the part of the problem I'm trying to solve with the novel. It's I just need to actually work on it. Just need to keep writing scenes and keep gathering information. But I don't know, part of me has just been unable to make any progress, and maybe that's okay. Because like I said, I got to work on this modeling stuff. I got to work on, gainful employment, which, modeling is a part of that. But I need to have gainful employment. And so I need to work with this job coach. I need to take this acting class. I need to build my modeling portfolio. And, my responsibilities are basically just stay focused, build these skills that I'm trying to do, showing up to my stream consistently is a big deal. Staying in shape, I got to take care of my body, got to take care of my teeth. I got my wisdom teeth pulled, but I need to actually, it's taken I've had poor oral hygiene my whole entire life. I lost my I had to get my wisdom teeth pulled, and now now I want to like double down to like make sure I floss every day and brush every day. I need to take care of my teeth. I do probably need to get like Invisalign or something. But also like they're kind of yellow. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm told I'm a pretty good writer. I need to actually do the work. It's not a matter of like whether I'm good or not. It doesn't really matter if you don't write any pages. And so I need to write those pages. But, like I said, you can there's only so much you can do per day, and I got stuff I got to focus on, and I can't really be, I mean, yeah, I do try to write every day, but I'm usually journaling, like what, because I need to focus on these other things. And if my job right now is to make sure that I can maintain gainful employment, and so like I need to like build my modeling portfolio. I need to like get access to like these advocacy and this training that I can do to potentially get other types of jobs, or even a regular job. I don't know if I can ever have a regular job. I don't know if it's possible, but I think I can be self-employed, and my job coach is going to help me figure that out. Because I don't think I can do it on my own. I've tried for like the past 5 years to build like online like social media stuff, and it's just not working. There's one thing in particular that's working that that we've talked about on stream before, because like doing like something that involves fans that I really enjoy doing. But I had vaginoplasty 6 months ago, so I'm transgender, so that's like the 5 years of transgender medicine I had to go through, just to be able to like show up to life, to be okay, like it took a lot out of me, but I just had surgery 6 months ago, and it's really hard to get started again, but I'm apparently really good at what I do, and I've made like a couple $1,000s off of it, and I know that can help me grow my social media and modeling career, for sure. But I need to focus on like the things that I can control right now, and like I need to also be kind to myself, and I can't be showing up to work all the time. Not right now. I'm not ready. Like I need to slow down. Showing up to my stream is fine. Like I can show up to my stream and we can play chess together and talk. I want to maintain a consistent schedule so that I can translate that to other parts of my life. It's really hard to explain to someone who doesn't understand. I know that like you're trying to understand, but there's a lot of people out there who don't understand. They think that I'm just wasting my life. They think I'm a loser. They think I'm just like delusional, and I just want to prove them wrong. I think I can, but I need to actually achieve things, because people don't believe things until they see it. Like when they start seeing like that I'm making like money in my bank account, then people will start to see like reality, because I already know like my potential. I already know what I'm capable of. I know I can succeed, but I don't know how to make it happen. And so with the help of the advocacy and the opportunities with like a job coach and this organization that specifically works with autistic people and people with adult developmental disorders, they literally are they're professionals who can help me maintain gainful employment and gain housing, besides just like at least I have housing right now. I have mostly independent, like not completely independent housing, but I have my own room here. I have my work area like with a desk. But I live with an alcoholic, my dad, and it's really frustrating because he does not want to do anything to make anything easier. I don't want to get into it right now or ever. We've gone over it to death on the stream, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of letting my dad control my life. And when he's controlling my emotions by like, he gets to me by not even trying, and that's frustrating. But yeah, I mean, glad that you've been able to overcome being alcoholic. It's really tough. Addiction's tough. With me, I had a thing with like marijuana, and I'm better with it now. But pretty much done with it. Like I might every now and then, if I just really need something to get me through like a short period of time, then yeah, I get some, but it's not like it was like in my early 20s where like all I did was get high every single day, hang out with people who I shouldn't have been hanging out with, who were losers, and then just like playing video games, doing nothing with my life. That lasted like all through my 20s, and then I was like my early like 18, 19, 20, and 21, and then like 2010, my dad kicked me out in the old trailer, and I was in the homeless shelters, and this is when I knew I was trans. But then it's like it kind of broke it. It kind of made me give up. I went back in the closet. I deluded myself into thinking that I didn't have to transition. And I spent the rest of my 20s like just grinding, trying to get out of homelessness, doing whatever I possibly could to just survive. Living in homeless shelters, couch surfing, sometimes sleeping outside. I would go to the college and just study chess. And I also had a laptop with Linux on it, like Arch Linux. And then, I later switched, well, first started with Ubuntu, then I did Arch Linux, and then I switched to Linux Mint eventually as my primary OS or distro or whatever. But for like Linux stuff. But then it's like I didn't really know what to do with that. I was just like, I was running Linux and I was learning about like C and C++, and like I know how to like run an IDE and like I know how to compile stuff, and like I never really followed through with like I need guidance. This is the thing, is like I can't really do things on my own. I wish I could. I do the best I can to show up and do self-advocacy and try to improve things on my own. But like I need coaching. Like especially with like chess. I need a chess coach. Like I am not making much progress on my own. And I'm like this across the board with my life. Like every part of my life, I can do I have the willpower. I have the tenaciousness and the drive. But that doesn't really matter if you're not really going anywhere. So I could be going things could be so much smoother if I just had some coaching. Like I need somebody who knows what to do and knows how to make me succeed. And then all I have to do is show up and do the work, which is also, it's a lot of work, but I know how to do that. I know how to show up and do what I'm supposed to do. Once I know what I'm supposed to do, all I have to do is just keep doing it. But the problem is when there's so many things that are like outside of my realm of understanding, I don't know whether or not I can trust that what I'm doing is going to pay off. I have a really hard time knowing what works and what doesn't. And so I just basically just shoot in the dark, just throwing darts in the dark. And like, oh, all sweaty. It's what we get from playing chess. I don't know. Things are gonna work out. I'm getting advocacy. I'm gonna be having coaching. I'm gonna be able to get help. I'm already making friends who are also building modeling careers, and hopefully together we can be stronger than we would on our own. Hopefully I can get some professional photos put up on my Instagram soon. I need to get my hair cut. I need to get like a whole makeover. It's a whole thing, and I can't really afford it right now. So there's some things that are just kind of like gate kept to me right now, but it's okay because I'm still slowly recovering from surgery anyway. Like things are still pretty sore down there, so it's like a little bit frustrating, but it's a monumental surgery, and it changed my life forever, and I'm so much happier. Like it has its challenges, but it's just like, life is never easy. But it's worth it. That's the thing. Things might be challenging, but they're still worth it. Like I made the surgery happen. Like if I can do that, I can do anything. Like I gave up all hope. Cause back in the early 2010s and stuff, when I first knew I was trans and I needed all the surgeries, it would have cost me like tens of thousands of dollars, and I was homeless. I had given up hope. Never have two sentences I go by. What do you mean? Forgot what I was talking about. I mean, yeah, I mean, it took so much, like, and also, it didn't just happen. Like, I had to like put deliberate effort to make it happen, and I kind of downplay it because I was like, well, of course I had to do all of that because I needed the surgery. You know, I also got facial surgery, which is a huge bonus. I'm really glad I got it. Really glad. I'm like looking at old photos and I'm like cringing so hard. But I'm really glad I was able to get facial surgery and bottom surgery. No retreat, no surrender. You get all the weapons you need. Now fight. From Sucker Punch. Oh, Sucker Punch. Yeah, it's a good movie. Really, really weird. It's like a really weird movie, but it's like I like weird movies. The thing is that like it didn't like just happen. I had to keep advocating for myself. And like even when it was scheduled, it was actually scheduled for November last year. But I'm diabetic and like the doctor didn't want to operate because I was like a few decimal points above like my A1C levels, where he didn't feel comfortable doing the surgery, and he said, you know, we can get you back on track, but you just got to get your A1C below 7. And I was devastated because I didn't know how long that would take, because I had spent years trying to get my A1C down to 7, and he wanted it below 7, and I had went up to 7.2 because the year before I had my facial surgery, and I kind of have a period of sluggishness after a surgery. You know, come on, I mean, it's a big monumental surgery, like geez, extended recoveries kind of like made me a little bit lazy afterwards, but I pulled things together, and I was able to like I was like, I need to get this done as fast as possible because I don't want this to go on years and years and years. I had already been waiting for years and years and years. And, you know, it was a 2-year wait list when I first actually talked to the doctor. And then the doctor left the practice and this new doctor came in, luckily. But there was a whole bunch of ups and downs and like freaking the fuck out moments. Feeling like my life was never going to go anywhere. That I was going to just be in pain my whole life and struggle. But I got through it. I was able to really push myself, going on like hour-long walks every day, jogging or bicycling on some of those days. Had my diet super crazy locked in. Like I would eat a bowl of oatmeal in the morning with peanut butter, collagen powder, stevia, and cinnamon. Cinnamon and stevia are known for like managing blood sugar better. And I okayed this all with my doctor because she trusts me because I'm really smart apparently. But I did my research. Okay. I was like, what are all the possible things to min-max getting my blood sugars regulated? Like to make sure that I'm healthy as possible going into the surgery so I don't die. And well, just so I can get this, because I was willing to go in for the surgery anyway, but because I'm like, this needs to happen. I don't want to wait another 2 years. I was just, I don't want to, I mean, I was willing to live, but I don't want to, you know, but I don't want to suffer. But at the same time, like I managed to, you know, do that, min-max everything. And then in the afternoon for lunch, I would have one big meal a day, and I would have like bananas or apples, like to manage to bring my sugar up if it went lower. But you know, as like snacks, like fresh fruit. But then it's like, I would then have ground turkey, like basically like a pound of ground turkey. Or I guess like a half pound of ground turkey. Basically like 2 hamburgers worth of ground turkey. More or less, depending on the size or whatever. I would ground that up. I mean, I would fry that up, stir fry, it up with some like a little bit of olive oil, and then I would cut up a whole onion, like a big onion. I would cut up a whole onion, put that in there. I'd put a big giant spoonful of garlic in there, minced garlic. I'd then put ground like red pepper flakes and black pepper, which are both known to help with blood sugar management. And then I would cover the entire thing with kale. Kale is like a super vegetable. It's the most healthy green vegetable out there. 0.2 is not much. No, I had to get down by 0.3. I had to go from 7.2 to 6.9. I got it down to 6.7 in a month. That's how much it paid off. That's how hard I worked. Because usually it takes months and months and months to go down like only a couple decimal points with A1C. It's an average of 3 months of your blood sugar levels. So it's like, in order to get the averages, it takes time. And so it's like, but I got it down in a month. And he was like, yeah, okay, let's get back on the schedule. But then the holidays kind of delayed that a little bit. But I got back on the schedule March 28th. Well, March 27th, but then they called me and said they needed to reschedule. And I was like bracing myself, but they only had to add it another day. So it was fine. Yeah, the work you can do, it's the direction you need. Because as soon as I have a path, I plow right through. I never waver. I never waver. But I have to be going the right direction. Because if I'm going the wrong direction, that's bad. That's bad. Okay, do you understand? If you're going so hard down into the wrong way, it's bad. Okay? Like bad. That's basically how I got where I am now. But I've been pulling myself out of that. I'm going in the right direction now, but there's a couple more things that need to be put into place. I need like a couple things that are like, okay, let's set this up so that you can start pushing, right? I'm setting up the things right now. Before I was pushing somewhere else, but now these past 5 years, I've been placing the things that I need to push. Like, and then I'm basically in the process of finishing that up, and then there's a couple more pieces in place, and then I can just start pushing. But I'm really good at grinding. That is like a superpower of mine. Like, I can sit here and grind, but I need pieces in place. I need information. I need somebody to point me in the right direction. I need somebody to like coach me. I need somebody to like pull me aside and like tell me what I need to do better. But you know, I'm willing to do the work, but that is just something that I'm apparently not capable of doing. I'm not capable of like self-analysis because I just keep going in loops. I go in the wrong direction. If I'm already going in the wrong direction, I'm just reinforcing the things that are already there. I'm really good at working with things, but if I have the wrong information, it's gonna just keep stagnating. And then maybe once I like randomly kind of escape it, but like it's like so exhausting. It's so exhausting. It's terrifying. And meanwhile, my life isn't really going anywhere, and I'm scared because it's like I just want to be able to take care of myself. I don't want to live with my dad in this trailer until he eventually dies. And then I own the trailer. I was supposed to own the trailer originally. He destroyed the place because he's an alcoholic. But he basically destroyed something that was supposed to be mine. This is supposed to be my house, but he destroyed it. Either way, I want to get the hell out of here. I don't want to live in a trailer. But you know, it's like what you want and what you have are two different things. Okay, like I want to have a better life. And I'm willing to do the work, but the work I do doesn't really lead to the results I really need. I need somebody to come in and kind of like move things a little bit. And then it's like, then I keep doing it. And then it's like, oh yeah, you're doing this wrong. Okay. Oh yeah, you're doing this thing wrong. Okay. Oh, you're doing this thing wrong. Okay. And then eventually it's like kind of starts correcting itself now. And then I can start pushing it. 300-kilometer bicycle? He went in the wrong direction to a New Year party? 300 kilometers? Jeez. That's crazy. Yeah, you don't want to go in the wrong direction. I'm sure he like benefited from that anyway. I mean, he must have like, I mean, that's a accomplishment. I mean, he wasn't trying to do it, but he did it. Like, that's crazy. 300-kilometer bike ride? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. What is that like, what's his name? What's the guy who does a lot of bike riding streams? Was it Rob CD? Or someone else? There's somebody who does like bike riding streams like across like Japan and stuff like that, or France, or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's some interesting people out in the world. Anyway, I gotta get going. I'm rambling and rambling and rambling. Why do you think I started streaming 5 years ago? Is it starting to make sense? Okay, bye-bye. Making funny faces. Okay, bye-bye.